Hello and welcome to the May 2017 WrestleTalk Hall of Fame induction ceremony. I'm Ollie Davis and this is a monthly video to honour all of you wonderful people who have donated to the WrestleTalk Patreon page in the previous month. If you want to be inducted into next month's class and help this channel grow, head over to WrestleTalk's Patreon page and support WrestleTalk, as the bumper says. First up are the WrestleTalk Hall of Fame Class of May headliners, which are those who have donated $25 a month or more. So a big thank you. And don't forget, you'll be getting a special shout out on the WrestleTalk news too, along with an induction speech right here. Maureen pierce you through the heart. Maureen once beat Bayley in a first hug match, and then beat the living out of her. Alan the Valentine Ackles. The Valentine's long list of championships is only matched by the amount of women he's dated. Seminole Gamer. Seminole Gamer is a notorious cheater in wrestling matches, mostly with BABA left start. The Platinum Patriot. Patriot is still trying to unite Captain Canada, the Incredible Bulk, and Eagle Eye to join his knockoff Avengers. Damaged Dan Schaefer. Nobody knows what first damaged Dan Schaefer, but most agree it was probably something to do with JBL. John Wick, Chapter 2. 8-time Hall of Fame headliner John Wick Chapter 2 has now surpassed anything The Undertaker ever accomplished at WrestleMania. Notorious Little Dre. Little Dre and his namesake Dr. Dre one day hope to fight Sasha Banks and Snoop Dogg at WrestleMania. Diamond Mitchell Janda. Janda is still working on putting together his all-time dream rematch. Hornswoggle versus El Torito. Courtney Chaos. Courtney is currently looking for new wrestlers after her Chaos faction imploded. Help her out by following @QueenHouseChaos on Twitter. The Boss, Sasha Carcerano. Being the boss isn't always easy. She recently had to turn down Nia Jax's holiday request. Joshua Caravan. Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton's House of Horrors match is just a standard Thursday night for Joshua. Jerry the Superhero. Jerry graduated last month from being a superhero in training to the real deal. Dr. Fantastic, Mark Johnson. 6-time Hall of Fame headliner Dr. Fantastic wants me to ask Daniel Bryan to stop calling him 20 times a day. He can't clear you to wrestle, Bryan. The Nightmare, Michael D. Bellemare. Michael's latest nightmare was Dana Brooke versus Nia Jax for the women's title at WrestleMania 34. Chilling. You can follow him on Twitter @MickD487. And the Hairy Hannibal, Harry Burgess. The Hairy Hannibal likes nothing more than to curl up with a good book, a glass of wine, and the still warm flesh of his victims. Thank you very much to the Reaper, Jared Reeser, Man the Guns, Sean Garrison, the Demon Baron, Tom Roberts, Prince of the Cruiserweights, Kyle Jenkins, Harm's Way, JS Wooten, Fancy Felix Voigt, Donut Senpai, Break You in Half, Bradley Urbanike, Dude Jim Love, the atrocious one Abdullah Alenzi, and Jealous Jack McCarthy for all their $10 donations last month. You'll also be getting a shout out on the WrestleTalk news. And now we honour those who have pledged $5 or more a month. Charles Monster Man Moran, the official Gary Doyle, Peter Gonna Stop You, Stool, Sinister Scott Jackson, Your Mincemeat Matt Norris, the ravishing Carlos Rivera, Dallas spears you into oblivion, Macho Randy Yoma Jr., Lee Gilbergy, Angry Andy Duffield, Sly Like a Reddish Fox, Brian Ready to Go Rodriguez, Psycho Sidney Johnson, Hot Stuff Aaron Hackenberg, Anonymous Jer Personen, Champion Charles Beck, The Hacker Ben Hamblin, and Jay beating you up. And finally, those who gave $1 a month. The Maharaja of Bleach Guzzling Super Kill Me Sama. He made that one up, I hope you're okay. The Crown Jewel, Julian Berger. Joseph Punch You in the Face, Pussa Terry. Awesome, Azriel Zubaya. Josh Gill, Antichrist. The Mark Bromley. Connor done more than you. The Tank, Doma Danino. Influx of Hammer Fists, followed by a Dragon Superplex Marsh. Brent the Bowser. Horrid Hamza Basir. Rowdy Rebecca Amerson. It's Danger Time, Jakiri Jackson, great-grandson of a plumber Dustin Kelly, the Mysterious Monkey, Sven XG, Ryan Victorious Verhagen, the Curious Quinton Kenahan, Dark David Darkins, Phil the Power James, Too Good Yusef Chowdhury, Jumping Jack Vaughan, Spotsfest, Steve Mayer. Gorgeous, Glenn Cavazzi. Valiant, Valtteri what? Valtteri Hyvarinen. Hyvarinen. Valiant, Valtteri Hyvarinen. Valiant, Valtteri Hyvarinen. Valiant, Valtteri Hyvarinen. The Ardent Shield. Uncanny, Corey Peters. Matthew, what's your flavour? Falvey. Michael, bringing home the Doty. The astounding Alan Weimar. Robin Papa Pump Pearson. Admiral John Nelson. Jennifer Arms of Steel. Sassy Bill Sigler. The Terror Tyler Toff. The Uninvited Ghost Terence Balby. Dangerous John Episcopo. Extreme Christopher Deacon. Mad Matt Champman. One half of the Patreon Tag Team Champs Cruise Control, Michael Cruz. Tommy Nerdburger Mulligan. The Educated One, Eric Jacques. The Car Man, Carmen Childers. Macho Man, Russell Powell. Oh yeah. Derek Ferrell, like a rabid dog, Ferrell. The Masterpiece, Travis Andrews. Out for Justice, Jeremy Brooks. Rocket Raccoon Raver, hope you saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. J Danger Zone Mitchell. The Maniac, Mark Cirillo. The Assassination of Jesse James Clark. Evil Eric Escalante. Daryl the Spiker Man, this is heavy. Leighton Crazy Man Jones. Fergal Devitt McClements. Eddie the Eagle Rowley. I'm not even hitting the bell. Scott Giggity Gigney. Blaine McCool. I don't need to come up with a wrestling name there. That's already a cool name. Wild Wesley Landon. Jazz the Juice Man Clark. The flourishing Florian Jurgens. Fabulous Fabian Ramirez. And the Disco Man, Jonathan Stewart. That's a lot of people. Thank you genuinely all so much for supporting WrestleTalk. If I read your name out and you hate the wrestling nickname I came up with, or I just pronounced your name wrong in the first place, let me know on the Patreon page and I'll make sure to change it next time. I've been Ollie Davis. Thank you all so much. There's loads of you now. There's over 100. And you are WrestleTalk.